Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 5 of the My Team career mode. Currently here as we doing our R&D checks. Not really anywhere we can upgrade at the moment. Looking at the R&D chart, we do have quite a few R&D upgrades coming in. With the aerodynamics, those upgrades are going to be coming in as we check here after the French Grand Prix. With the chassis upgrade that we've got going at the moment, we're coming in after the Austrian Grand Prix. The powertrain upgrades that we've done are all done and upgraded. And we don't really have any resource points for any upgrades at the moment. But the one thing that you guys might notice is at the top, we have actually got a different team colour. As well as that, we are changing, obviously, our engine parts. But I have changed the livery of the team. You're probably wondering why. I wanted to modernise it. Say hello to your new Toyota racing livery. Now, obviously, our old, you can see I was experimenting with different types of colours. That is actually related to a livery which Toyota have used, which I was potentially going to use. I'll put an image of it somewhere around here. But I feel like we could use that in one potential series as well. It does look really, really sleek. It could be pretty cool to use. But our old livery obviously was that. Pretty cool. But we've modernised it. And that is as light as we'll get it pretty much. Because if you go too light, it'll just be silver. And if you go too dark, it'll just not look right. Like with what we had before, the 100 looks too dark. So we make it a little bit lighter. In all fairness, we could have changed this part if we wanted to be red. So we go to the 100 where we were. And then we change this part to a silver. But I don't think that looked right. Even though that does look nice, it's not what I'm going for at the moment. We might use that next season. I don't really know. So we will put this back to 140. And we will put that to white. It is a very nice looking car. Sponsor decals and the personal stickers stay the same. As well as that, the actual clothing that we wear, the kit is staying the same. And I have finally managed to find a helmet which I really, really do like, which finally represents me. So we're going to keep it black there. And here, we're changing it to blue. So we're going to change it to 155. And we're going to keep the saturations and everything because it looks the best. So we're going to change this one also to 155. And this one here is going to be 155. As you guys can probably guess, blue is my channel colour, as you can see right below me. Blue is my channel colour. And I really like how that helmet looks. But yeah, we are here for the Canadian Grand Prix. We have 1.53 million in the bank at the moment, meaning if we were wanting to head to the driver market and our contracts, we could upgrade driver perks, but we have to wait until obviously our acclaim level is level 8, and at the moment our acclaim level is only level 3. Guan Yu Zhou's actual focus is quite low. I don't really know what we can do about that. I've done the activities that we needed to. Jeff's suggesting lower fuel load, so we will give a go of that this Grand Prix weekend. Let's head over into practice and see how our car does compare. I know I didn't say this at the start of the video, guys, which I normally do, but I am currently live streaming on Twitch. We did just have a social race for WRL, which I'll also leave the links to in the description. But I will quickly show a clip of a battle that I did have in the WRL social race.
This is your final lap of the race. There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Somebody clip that for a battle, please. Oh my god, that was a brilliant battle. Somebody clip that for me, please. And it was a very, very good battle. It was very good and enjoyable to do. But yeah, that is a link down below in the description to my Twitch. As well as that, if you guys are enjoying the content at the moment, please click like on the video as well as subscribing if you have the time to. It's free and you can always unsubscribe anytime you want to. And make sure to click that post notification button in order to be updated when I do upload. So you can see here we have the upgrades in. We have the one upgrade of the NG store sales position, which is finally here. The weather forecast, it looks like it is set on actual like perfect weather. I'm going to see if I can change that in a setting quickly. Does not look like I can find a setting for it, but it does look like the race is going to have rain at the end of it, which should be really interesting. There you can see Jeff telling me lower fuel modes. Our engine parts at the moment, we can see with the upgrades as well, we're on the same level as Alfa Romeo now, which is crucial. Which is super, super crucial. We've got all these engine parts coming in as well. Our energy store, I don't believe that we will have a penalty for changing these parts at the moment. But I like that. What tyre compounds are we having? We've got the C5, C4 and C3, so the softest tyre compounds we have. Our gearbox as well is starting to go. So that's one thing we've got to start watching out for. But yeah, let's head into practice and see how our pace compares to the rest of the grid. Here we go, guys. I just want to show you the car what it looks like coming out of the garage. It looks absolutely clean. It looks amazing. Hopefully the look translates into the form. So as we can see, P19 in first practice. It's not the best compared to the soft runners and how it would be if Daniel Ricciardo didn't do his laps. We would be P20. No, we wouldn't. Yeah, we would. No, we wouldn't. We'd stay P19. So yeah, let's get into quick practice and then qualifying. As you see here, heading into practice 2, obviously we are going to do quick practice. First thing I want to do is get what we couldn't get in the track acclimatization, get that safely out the way, which is perfect. So that's done. Race strategy wise, let's get the 100% success rate, 100 R&D points. Let's get 100 R&D points. We failed that? Let's try this one. Let's try this. Let's see if this one works. And we failed that. Get some energy recovery system. Oh my god. This has been awful. Awful practice session. Been an awful practice session. And here we are for practice 3. Same thing again. What do I want? Do I want chassis or... Ooh, engine power. Let's go here. Let's get some engine energy recovery system. Successfully done. See if we can get this one done. 50% success. And we failed it. We'll do it once more. If we fail it, then we'll move on. We got it. 100 R&D points I won't bother with. Let's try and get the energy recovery system. We get it. 100 R&D points. And then we have the final choice. 100 R&D points. And that there practice is done. You can see here 3 out of 5, 5 out of 5 and 4 out of 5. Bringing quite a lot of R&D points into the team. As we can see here, Guan Yu Zhou not really doing too much practice. We do have 1,120 R&D points now. The development boosts have been applied. Our team acclaim is level 6. I'm going to quickly check over the R&D menus, see if there's anything that would possibly take your guys' interest. As you can see here, we are losing our rivalry at the moment. But checking over the R&D menu, nothing really in progress at the moment. We do have 1,100 resource points. I'm going to see if there's any discount things that could help us majorly. Engine cover distribution could help us majorly in the chassis department, taking us above Alpha Tauri and onto Alpine's level. As well as that, we have the monocoque structure currently doing, so that would be a good upgrade to do. Here we have a cylinder head upgrade, which takes us to the best powertrain on the grid, which might be good. But our durability is alright at the moment. We've not really got anything to do with durability. So let's get, if we check here, let's go for this chassis upgrade. We can't at the moment. When's this one done? 25 days, so we can't do that at the moment. We can't do an upgrade here. Can we do an upgrade? No, the capacity has been reached. Let's do a powertrain upgrade, which will be here after the Austrian Grand Prix. It's time for qualifying in the Canadian Grand Prix. So here we are for qualifying. It's going to be dry. I'm just going to have a check of the race weather to see when the rain is going to be coming in. It looks like it's going to be coming in around about 15-20 minutes into the race. Setup wise, here we go. 610 wings, 70-55, all the way to the right, all the way to the left, 0.06 all the way to the left, 47-36, 46, 95-55. 21.8 on the fronts and 23.1 on the rears. Right, so currently checking our power units here. No penalty for that. We'll get no penalty for that. At the moment, our engine wear doesn't seem too bad. That's 49%. That's 52. Obviously, if we do change the gearbox, we will have a penalty for that. But we're not going to get that. I feel like our pace will be okay. I just didn't have clean runs when I did my laps in practice 1. So yeah, let's head out onto track. You guys may notice as well the gloves have been made black. I just feel like it helps with the car a bit more. What's happened? Our gearbox is 71. That's not a good start. But the one thing I do like is how sunny it is here in Canada for these laps. Hopefully the gearbox does not go on this race. It's only got this race and next race to do. But hopefully it will survive.
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
We've lost 5th gear. We've lost 5th gear. Shit. That's not good. I'm going to have to box.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Oh, we're going to have to take an engine penalty. Our gearbox is gone. We've lost 5th. Only 71% wear though. Here we are, getting over to our gearbox. We're going to have to put a new gearbox in. And
Have set us back a little.
that's not what we needed. That's not what we needed. 5-minute repair time. Looks like we're going to be able to get 2 runs in this session. The thing is, with that gearbox, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it in the car in time. Doesn't look like I'm able to put it into the car. It is currently pending. So it means that we are going to, I believe, sit out of qualifying. We'll have fresh tyres, but we're going to have to sit out of qualifying. Oh, that's really annoying. That is really, really annoying. On to the race, I guess. As you can see the results here. This isn't a true representation. Where did Guan Yu finish? P19. And we are out of qualifying.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Leclerc, Sainz, Vettel, Gasly and Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, they've taken a grid penalty, Yuki Tsunoda and Ocon, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher and George Russell, Joe, Latifi, the Professor and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So there we are on the grid now. 2-stop strategy could be done. Could be done. I want to go medium, soft. I want to go medium, soft in this race. I feel like that's going to be the strategy to go. We'll go 30. We're going to extend the first stint. Make go 13, 13, 9. That looks like the best way to go. 13, 13, 9. We are going to put the fuel load down. Jeff said we did overfuel the car a little bit. Let's put half a lap in the car over this time. Yeah, obviously, we've had to put a new gearbox into the car. But yeah, let's see how we do go in today's Grand Prix. Formation lap, obviously. And the new gearbox has not been put into the car. That isn't good. So we're going to be racing perhaps most of the race without a gear.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this.
So that's not good.
We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
That is not good. Hopefully the gearbox issue does not hamper us early on. But we are going on the extended strategy, which is good. But yeah, it should be okay. It looks like I can only really see me and Mazepin on the medium tyres. I don't think anyone else has gone onto the alternate strategy, but these guys are going soft, medium, medium. We're going medium, medium, soft. But at the moment, our car should be okay. We shouldn't have really any issues apart from that gearbox issue, which we do have. Just got to be careful on my shifts, I think. Don't really do too many early shifts. Don't use the gearbox as much. Use the engine braking like here, and then we can shift it down. But yeah, we'll have to see him. We'll just have to wait and see how the race does go. It is going to be a tough race, especially the fact that we do have this gearbox problem. But I did appear to have some pace, and let's just hope that the gearbox won't really affect much during the race, because we are putting some more temperature into the tyres, and we are reforming to the grid now. Let's have a quick check on tyres here in the race director, and like I did say, everyone is on the mediums. Mick Schumacher, everyone's on the soft, sorry. Mick Schumacher's also gone into the mediums, so Haas going for a similar strategy. But as we line up to the grid here, it's going to be down to 5 red lights very, very soon. Hopefully you guys do like this little formation lap where I sort of talk about how the race is going to go. Yeah, we do form up to the grid here. Hopefully it is a clean start for us. I just hope that our gearbox does not go on us throughout the race. It's down to 5 red lights here. And it is lights out and away we go. It's not the best getaway. It's one of the poorest getaways we've had all season. Can we hopefully go down the inside of a few cars there? We go down the inside of Nikita Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi. We're going to go try around the outside of a few drivers here. Try around the outside of Russell and Schumacher. George Russell is still there, I think. Yes, he is. He's in front of us now. We're going to try a dive as we keep it on the track just about within track limits that the game does accept. Up into P18 now. We're going to try down the inside of Antonio Giovinazzi. A pretty late call there. Antonio does keep the position, but he's had a bit of a poorer run out of there. Look at this. A brilliant battling here by the two cars, which are pretty equal on pace. The Alfa Romeo's got more pace on the straight. We are going to leave the room for Antonio. But yeah, the car, which we have now made our car look similar to, we've gotten past. And that is up into P17. Guan Yu Zhou up into P16 now. As the AI goes super slow around here. We do manage to get past our teammate, which I was not expecting, to be fair. Up into P16 now. And let's just hope that this gearbox, if we do have a trouble with it, that the engineers in the factory and alongside at the pit wall can fix it. We come to the end of the first lap here. We are into P16, which I will take.
We're looking at some gearbox.
Here's Guan Yu Zhou, he's coming at us. Will he try and overtake on us? I don't think he will. There we are, lovely here. But yeah, that's the end of lap 1. Let's see what we can do. We do catch up to Kimi Räikkönen. We do try a dive on him. The AI seemed to be super early on the brakes there. I wasn't even expecting to get past Kimi there, but there we are. Up to P15. And Guan Yu Zhou's going to try now on Kimi. Will Zhou get past? And he does. He gets past Kimi Räikkönen as well. They are going to go side by side into the chicane, I do believe. And they have. Guan Yu Zhou's also through. Oh my word. Maybe Kimi has some side pod damage, maybe?
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use
but yeah, it should not have been that easy to get past at the hairpin there. Hopefully we don't get past Ocon too early here. We do have DRS on the straight. But yeah, the AI seem really slow in this part of the track. it's really interesting to see because we could do late lunges and take advantage of that on the AI. Yeah, down the straight here, I'm not going to use my ERS. I want to save it up a little bit. We are around about 50%. We'll save up the ERS a bit. We do get pulled along by Esteban Ocon. Into the chicane. We got our braking a little bit wrong there. We do have another DRS straight here though. And yeah, we are still doing pretty well. P15 here on lap 4 now. Yeah, let's keep it going. That's yellow flags ahead. Lando Norris is out of the session.
There's a yellow flag ahead.
What's happened there? I think it might be some engine trouble. He's parked in a very dangerous place.
Green
As we get a bit uneasy through there. Up to P14 now. Lando Norris is out. I couldn't get a replay of that for you guys. Like in Baku, it comes up at last second. Lando Norris retired somewhere close to where he could pull in. So, yeah, not really a chance to get a replay for you guys, but it does look like a mechanical failure. That takes us up a position. That's all that matters. All the help we can get. Looks like Ocon has fallen out of DRS range to Tsunoda. Can we potentially take advantage of that? Look how close we get to the wall there. Look how close we get to the wall. I don't think we have any damage. We do not. Let's keep on pushing here. Let's keep on pushing. Can have a good run on Esteban Ocon down into the chicane here. We are within 0.6 of a second. We get heavy on the brakes. Right up on the gearbox of Ocon right now. 0.4 of a second now. To do some early shifts. ERS activated. I don't think Ocon will have DRS. If he does, I will stop the ERS. But here we go with our ERS and DRS. Down into the chicane here. Going down the inside of Esteban Ocon. That was a absolutely brilliant move. And we have DRS on the exit. P13 now. P13. What a move.
The car behind.
As we almost slide into the wall there, Esteban Ocon will take advantage of that. We're going to leave him space on the outside. We are going to dive back down the inside of Esteban. Good defending there from us. Guan Yu Zhou, it looks like he is sort of getting onto the back of Esteban Ocon. Yeah, I think these soft runners guys are going to be pitting in around about now to maybe lap 10, 11. So yeah, let's see if our medium tyres now can hopefully help us towards getting towards the points. Exits like that won't help us though, will it? Jeff coming in with the MFD. I will check that MFD strategy after we've done this corner here. Jeff wants to go soft mediums on lap 14. We're going to keep it medium soft on lap 13. I feel like that's going to be the best strategy for us, as the mediums right now, only 20% on the rear, appear to be doing a pretty good job. Like, we appear to be managing to pull away from Esteban Ocon and them on the softs out of corners, so why would we want to change the strategy now? Next guy up here is Yuki Tsunoda, 0.4 of a second behind. As we get into the braking zone for the hairpin, we are on his gearbox. Can we get a good exit? Yes, we shall. So we're going to activate ERS. There's an incident ahead. I don't really see any incident. We are going to be closing in on Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know if he's going to be pitting. So we are going to stay back a little bit. There's a bit of a miscommunication there with the AlphaTauri, but as Gasly pits, we get through past Yuki Tsunoda. What a move there. Now into P6 because of the guys pitting all around us. See what we can do now. I believe that Yuki will pit this lap then. Yuki will be pitting this lap. What a move there. That was a brilliant move. As those guys finally pit in, we can take advantage of this, as we obviously will take the lead of this race. We won't be holding the lead. Obviously, Sergio Perez will retake the lead from us. Esteban Ocon has stayed out for another lap. Yeah, we're all staying out till lap 14, lap 13. But we do have a clear track ahead of us, as I take a really poor line there. We have a clear track ahead of us. Let's see what we can do in clear air. Quick side note, on the strategy that we're doing, I know that we said we were coming in on lap 14. I'm going to keep going until we get overtaken or by Hamilton. If we get overtaken by Hamilton, then we will come in on whatever lap that is. Because I feel like, obviously, Lewis Hamilton's got Verstappen and Perez ahead of him. But they're all going to be lapping at a similar pace, as we just hear the notification there that we are coming into our pit window very soon. So, quick strategy call here. I want to come in when Verstappen, Perez and Hamilton have overtaken us. Or on the lap, I believe that they will, so at the end of the lap. It won't be this lap. We'll come in on lap 12, I do believe. If it's not lap 12, it'd be lap 13 when they have gotten past us and there is that little gap between Hamilton and Ricciardo. But yeah, obviously we're not going to be fighting for the win in Season 1. So let's just keep going. Verstappen will get past us this lap. And then Hamilton will get past us the lap after. But we are going to defend this. We are going to defend it. Tyres are only 30%, so they're not bad. Around Canada, fresh tyres do a whole lot more than a worn set of boots. But they still got the grip. That's one thing I like. We are going to stay out until lap 13. We are still setting PB and set to 1. Verstappen's going to come at us here. He's going to have the inside line. We are going to leave Verstappen the room. It's only respectful. But I believe that does mean we have DRS. As we sit behind Verstappen now. Now Verstappen does have DRS on us.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Look at the pace that Verstappen has, it's ridiculous. We are gonna send it on Max Verstappen. Clean overtake. Very, very clean overtake. Verstappen defended way too much, but look at this, Perez and Hamilton behind us. We are coming back onto the racing line. We are going to box this lap, meaning that we will come out in 13th, which is still good. I want to be fighting for points. Verstappen right on our gearbox right now. We are going to defend here. We're not going to defend on the straight. There's no point, as Verstappen's lost a bit of time there. As we are on our end lap right now. This could be good for us. This could be good for us. Look at the speed Verstappen has here. We are side by side with Verstappen, which means we are going to have priority into the corner as we were on the inside line. We are going to be able to come in to the pits after holding the lead for a bit. Verstappen's going to get us here. We don't have to worry about that, mate. Do not worry about that one bit, mate. You can go for it. We are going to head into the pits now. Braking down so that we do not speed in the pits. Let's see what sort of stop we can have. Obviously, it's estimated that we come out in around about P13. Let's see what stop we can do. 1.9 seconds. What a stop from the boys. This means we could come out pretty good here.
Okay,
put the foot down.
clear of the white line on the
There's
exit.
Sonoda
Receive
and
a penalty
Mick.
for dangerous driving if you cross over
On the
into
brakes.
track.
And thanks to that brilliant pit stop from the boys, we come out in P11.
A mechanical issue means you've lost one of the gears. Say again, you have lost access to one of the gears. Okay, bad news on the gearbox. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best. That's all we can ask.
Jeff, mate, I know you're trying to sound optimistic in that to me, but the fact that we've lost
The gap for the
5th
car
gear
is 3.7 seconds.
doesn't really thrill me, Jeff. Oh no, we've lost fucking 4th gear. Which means out of corners, we're going to be really slow and we've got to take some corners in 5th gear, which means better traction. But we have lost a crucial gear in the car. Oh, it looks like points ain't going to be happening in this race unless we get that 4th gear back. In qualifying it was 5th gear. In the race it's 4th gear. Doesn't look like it's hampering our progress too much. We've just got to delay the downshift from 5th to 3rd. I don't want to over rev the engine and cause more damage to the car. So we are still closing in on Alonso, which is promising. Promising to see that, and I believe we have just gotten 4th gear back. That's good for now. Let's try and push on here. We have got 4th gear back. Let's push on. Let's push on. Coming in those few laps later have really actually helped. We are closing in on Alonso. Now we have 4th gear back. And we're pulling away from Yuki Tsunoda behind. Sort of in our own little world right now. That gearbox is now 76%. I'm scared it's going to go on us again.
Okay, gap ahead.
So we are pitting on lap 26. So we've got another 8 laps of this stint. So we're on a set of new soft tyres at the end of the race, which I think are absolutely going to fly. Now stretch that gap over Yuki to 3.2. Alonso's now 1.4 ahead. The next couple of laps we will be trying an overtake on Fernando for that point position. 1.1 seconds. Look how much we're closing in. Next up here is Fernando. As Jeff comes in with a new strategy option, we'll check that in a sec. We have got 30 seconds until we have to check that. We are going to focus on overtaking Fernando here. As we get a poor exit there, we will have DRS on him. Let's check the strategy. Jeff wants me to come in a lap later. Jeff, I will do that, mate. As we close in on Fernando here, we're not going to be able to get him in the first part. Will we get a better run than him here? As we almost graze the wall. Second part, we're not going to get him this lap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe this time we'll be able to get Fernando ERS and DRS activated. We're not going to be able to get him on this straight. As we close in right to the back of him, I feel the dirty air come off his car right there. Bloody struth. Hopefully we can try Fernando again here as we break into the hairpin. Right up to his gearbox. We are going to go a little bit wider so we can straighten it out on exit. ERS activated, and this should be the overtake here. No ERS being used. DRS is activated now. Go to the outside of Fernando. Activate a little bit of ERS just to get past him. And that is a move up into P10 as the guys around us do start pitting. We have a bit of a poor exit there, which means Fernando can come back at us. ERS and DRS activated. I don't think Fernando's got enough of a run on us as we break down here. Fernando will try it up our inside. We do leave the door open for him. And I believe he has spun. I believe he did contact the side of our car. Luckily, that is not going to be a safety car, I don't believe. And that is us up into P8. Next up, Lance Stroll in his home Grand Prix. And that's Fernando out. Fernando out. And Leclerc. Leclerc's out. And Raikkonen's out. And it looks like Charles Leclerc and Fernando have come together. And Fernando's stuck in the pit lane. And the Sauber or Alfa Romeo has gone into the back. There's absolute carnage. Fernando Alonso and multiple drivers are out. But luckily, our cars come away with no damage. First safety car of the season. And we are in P8. What would happen if we pit? I might want to pit. Pit onto a set of softs now, maybe? Pitting onto a set of softs could work. We are brand new as well. I'm just having a think. I'm having a think. I'm having a super think. I might pit. We'll be the only guy on softs, I believe. So let's pit in. Let's pit in this lap. So here we come into the pits now. I've know guys like Tsunoda will pit as well. But hopefully this means we will be in P8 on the freshest tyres. Come on, boys, another good stop. About 2.3, that's still a brilliant stop. We are going to emerge back out in P8, I believe. No, we're not going to P8. Yeah, we are P8. Sebastian Vettel behind us, Lance Stroll in front of us. Let's take these tyres to the end. Let's take these tyres to the end. Save the gearbox. We are going to leave it in 8th gear. But this is not somewhere we expected to be. P8 and a safety car at Canada means potentially a high-scoring race, with the fact that we also have a fresh set of soft tyres on the car, which will be hardly worn, and we will be using them when we go full racing speed from when we were going to be going racing anyway. And I feel super embarrassing. I did not turn my camera on there. With these tyres on our car, could we potentially grab a shot podium here today? It was Fernando, Leclerc and Raikkonen. So, one current Ferrari driver and two previous Ferrari drivers, two of the oldest drivers on the grid. But yeah, I believe we will be going racing in a bit. We'll be going racing at the end of this lap, I do believe, or the end of next lap. This is when we're going to be coming in around about, so trying to get a little bit of temperature in my tyres. I don't want it to be too cold. As we just shift it down a little bit. Are we going to be safety car this lap, or will it be next lap? I don't know.
Okay,
safety car is in this lap.
Again. The safety car is in this
so
lap.
I'm going to keep it.
Accelerates, remember,
I'm going to keep it in 4th.
No overtaking until the green flags.
Let's see what we can do.
In this lap.
See what we can do. Keep it in 5th. As we get going here. Green flag running. Let's see what we can do here. We're not going to try a dive bomb on Stroll. That would be stupid. Tyres are not fully up to temperature yet. But these fresh set of softs mean we have more grip. Obviously, the guys around us have come on and put on a fresh set of medium tyres. So let's try and take advantage of these softs now while we can. Sebastian, sorry, is coming out. It's around the outside of us. We will have the inside line for this corner, though. We do manage to defend it pretty well there. ERS here. I don't know why, but it doesn't seem like we have enough pace to keep up with these guys who are also on the fresh tyres. We have a bit of a bad turn there. Sebastian Vettel's going to be coming at us. We're going to give him the outside line for the hairpin. He will get ahead of us. We are going to dive it back down the inside of Sebastian Vettel. We keep P8, and at the moment I would take P8 as a finish. Tyres are now up to temperature, but we have got to take these tyres for 10 laps, so I can't do too much stupid on them. Because if I do too much on them now, we won't have any tyres at the end of the Grand Prix. Yeah, safety car period is over now. First lap after the safety car. Let's hope that our gearbox doesn't go. Jeff thinks we are going to be pitting again. We are doing a 2-stop race, Jeff. We are not pitting in again. And here we have Sebastian Vettel on our outside. We've had one incident here already on the track. Fernando was on the inside, though, for that. We were ahead, as Fernando wasn't. But Vettel cannot get past us. We will have DRS here on Lance. Not close enough on this lap, though, on that straight. So we get a bit uneasy through there. Might have a chance down into the final chicane if we have some good braking and a good exit here. We have real good braking. I don't think we're going to have such good as an exit. We have actually an alright exit. We are going to use our ERS here, burn as much as we can. DRS activated. I don't think we're going to be close enough. Rain in around 10 to 15 minutes, so that might be here on the last lap on the race. As we have more of a DRS chance here while pulling away from Sebastian Vettel, which is good to see. And we set a purple sector 3. Jeff thinks we are pitting. Jeff, we're not pitting anymore, mate. No more boxes. Sebastian Vettel here, trying around our outside at the hairpin. He locks up, it looked like. We have a lot better rotation. Sebastian gets a better exit than us. Now it is a case of which car is quicker in a straight line. Looks like ours is with the powertrain from Honda. Obviously the Aston Martin running with the Mercedes engines. It gets ahead of us. Will we have the advantage into the chicane? We do. And we get through. Over a second now separates us and Sebastian. One thing I've noticed is Lance Stroll will not have DRS assistance from Carlos Sainz this lap. So this could be our chance here. Get past Lance Stroll. Only if we had a better exit there. We're not going to be able to get past him this lap, I don't think. We are going to activate DRS, not use all of our ERS. We are running very low after being very aggressive right now. We're going to have a run on Lance into the first corner, though. It's very clean through there. ERS and DRS activated. Using as much ERS as we can. We're going to send a lunge on Lance Stroll. Show him that we're there. We're leaving space. Will Lance try and fight it? I believe he shall. He will. We're going to hold it round the outside here on Lance. And we're through up into P7. This is a brilliant race from us. Now we have a bit of clear air ahead of us. Obviously Lance Stroll will be coming at us with his DRS. We have got clear air in front of us now for a little bit. Let's see if we can take advantage of these soft tyres now. Look at Lance Stroll and that Mercedes-powered Aston Martin. He will try and get past us here. Decides to back out the move as he knows there is another overtaking opportunity down the bottom of the straight here. But I don't think he's going to be closer than us. He's not going to be close enough as we put the brakes on here. And we hold P7 on lap 31 of 35. We go a little bit deep into the hairpin there. Which means Lance is going to be on the back of us here. We're going to defend the inside line this time, I think. I feel like the inside line is going to be good to defend as Lance tries it down on the straight here. Almost loses the back end, it looks like there. As Lance does not even try it on us. We get away with that. Look at this though. Lance Stroll trying again. He's going to have the inside line for the first corner as he taps us. as we lunge back on Lance. We have the outside line for the second corner. Are we able to get the power down? Yes, we are. What a battle we are having here with Lance Stroll towards the end of the race for what is, I believe, 2 championship points. Let me rephrase that. I will get 6 points as it stands. Stroll will get 4 points. So, it is 2 championship points different technically. That's what I meant when I said 2 points. Tsunoda in ninth would be 2 points. And our gearbox is now 80%, so definite new gearbox change after this Grand Prix. Lance Stroll's going to try it again down our inside. Doesn't even send a lunge. We have Lance Stroll here on our outside, it would be, as we flick back behind. Are we going to try a lunge? Yes, we are. We are going to try another lunge on Lance Stroll. It's contact. Can we get it around the outside? We keep on holding the Aston Martin driver right next to us. Do we hold it? I believe we do, but Lance Stroll's still not giving up on this position. We can leave him all the room that we can, but we still hold on to P7. Oh my word, what a battle we're having here. We'll be honest now, with the gearbox wear being 80%, the shifts are starting to feel a little bit out of sync. So let's hope that we can hold on to P7, which would be the best finish of our Formula 1 career. Same principle again here. Lance Stroll, will he try it on us? I don't think he will in the first part. We get a bit of a better exit this time. And Lance Stroll is going to try it up our inside this time. We know what happened last time those 2 drivers going here. It was us and Fernando.
Behind is 2.3.
And it is clean. 1 lap to go at the end of this one. Can we hold on to this P7? I overestimated tyre wear a bit. It's going to be around about 45% as Lance Stroll here tries it down our inside. He won't go there. You're not getting through there. You're not trying to overtake there. As we get a braking a little bit wrong there, that's going to give Lance the chance. No, that rhymed. Lance the chance, especially with a bad exit like that. It's going to give Lance Stroll the chance to get an overtake done on us. He'll have 1 chance after this. Lance Stroll, he's going down our inside. Are we going to try and hold it back around the outside? Of course we are. Don't go into the wall of champions. Lance Stroll coming back at us again. Here he goes. Lance Stroll gets the position. We try a lunge on Lance Stroll again. No contact. What a dive bomb from us there. As Vettel now gets P8. And the one thing that worries me now is Yuki Tsunoda is right there. As we can see the tyre wear coming through. We give Vettel a moment that he had with Lewis Hamilton back in 2018, I do believe. But as you can see here, the tyre wear is really bad on the car.
Expect to see some rain.
And now this is Sebastian Vettel coming at us. Sebastian Vettel takes a position. Are we going to try and dive up the inside? Yes, we are, as we always do. As Vettel turns in on us, it looked like. What a last lap this has been.
Right, you may struggle to get into gear at the normal speed.
The gears have gone out of sync.
Fault with the gearbox.
The gear's out of sync. That's heartbreak for us. Gearbox are out of sync completely. Absolute heartbreak on the last lap here. We've got no sync in the gearbox, which means we are going to be finishing P12. Oh no. Absolute heartbreak at the end of the Grand Prix.
And bring it home.
That's it then for another magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they've hung on to take a sublime victory here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority of the race.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
So, I'm disappointed. It's upset me that has. As we see, Guan Yu Zhou having another brilliant race, 4 DNFs. But yeah, I wasn't expecting the gearbox to go on as I was hoping it would go on as earlier, and we would retire, than us running P7 and then losing 6 positions pretty much. Oh, it is bitterly disappointing. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. This just shows the drama of Formula 1. We're going to leave you guys with the highlights. Peace out.